The first law of motion is the law of inertia. This law says that all objects keep on doing what they're doing unless acted upon by a force. The first law also says that all objects resist change in their state of motion. They tend to keep on doing what they're doing. Such resistance to change in a state of motion is called inertia. For example, when do we experience inertia inside a car? We experience inertia when a car brakes to stop. A net force is exerted on the car to change its state of motion, but there is no force applied to change the motion of the passenger. We then tend to throw forward. The purpose of a seatbelt is to prevent passengers to follow such kind of motion of inertia and thereby protect them from flying out of the seat, especially during car accidents. We also experience inertia when a car accelerates. The passengers will feel being pushed back to the seat due to their body's inertia. Also, according to Newton's first law, a moving object will continue moving in a straight line provided that no net force acted on it. As a result, a centripetal force is applied to a car so that it can move along a circular track. This force must be pointing towards the center of the circular path that the object is moved on. Thus, the passenger will feel being thrown away to the outwards as the car turns.
The second law of motion, law of acceleration. This law describes the behavior of objects being acted upon by a net force. It states that the acceleration of an object depends on the net force acting upon the object. Truck needs greater force so that it will accelerate at the same rate as a lightweight car.
The third law of motion is the law of action and reaction. The third law tells us what will happen between two interacting objects if one of them exerts force on the other. According to this law, there would be a pair of forces called the action and reaction force acting on the two interacting objects. One pushing the first object by the second object, and one pushing the second object by the first object. Thus, Newton's third law implies that forces must occur in pairs, equal and opposite action-reaction pair. How is a car affected by the law of action and reaction? When the wheels of the car spin backward, they push the road backwards. Thus, the road must push the wheels forward. Second, to be able to reach the top, a car going an upward direction must exert an upward force to resist the downward force brought by the sloping road.